Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you leave your experiences below. I do love reading them all. So we are getting into our Karmic Life Path 16s, Life Path 7s. I hope you have checked out your first quarter reading for your Life Path 7. This one is going to be a little bit different. We are going over the major lessons that you have learned in this first quarter. So we have Karmic Life Path 16, trouble applying wisdom and knowledge to life, allowing people you love to use and take advantage. All right, so this could be either way. They could use and take advantage of you, or they could do it to other people, or you could be the one that is a user or advantage taker. It really just depends. But this is the energy that is associated with the Karmic Life Path 16. And I just want to remind you all that being a Karmic Life Path means that these are the things that you set intention to come to this life and correct. So it is always in your best interest to go ahead and do that. Do what you're supposed to do. I get this feeling of messiness, distractions, all this sort of thing. I went to do this reading yesterday, and there was like this alarm that was going off at the business next door, and it literally went off for hours. Like, I could not work in this room, and I just did not want to go work somewhere else. So I delayed it because this room is the vibe, right? This is where I do my spiritual work, so I really like the energy in here. But I wasn't able to push past it. Sometimes it's a sign. Sometimes if there is a door closing, you need to recognize it as a door. And I get it a lot of times when we don't know whether it is time to fight like hell for what we want or when it's time to go with the flow. If we're looking at the number 16, the one, and then the number six, one is often a manipulation. One is also the number of manifestation. It is the number of self. And then six is like love. It's like loving yourself within, and that spills out onto everyone else. The problem I find with a lot of life past 16s is that they have an issue developing that self love because most likely it wasn't taught or it wasn't passed down. You may have like one of your parents or both of your parents could be karmic life paths as well, which means that they're almost passing down this like familial like curse. And I don't want you to think about it like it's a magical thing. It's not magical. Patterns, when you're doing the same thing over and over again, and you as a parent, you show your child the same things that was wrong with your generation, you're passing that down. You created a generational curse. It's just as simple as that. This has to do with love, not allowing the right love in, and on top of that, allowing the wrong love in. So what's interesting is that Spirit had me pick this card yesterday, and I was just like, I'm going to put it back, but I didn't put it back. I still have it right here. And so yesterday when I started this reading, I pulled this card, Truth is Hard to Swallow. And it was really given the energy of kind of recognizing past relationships, things that you have allowed in the past, people who have taken advantage of your love, things that you have ignored because you wanted to keep the peace, whatever, is bringing it back to the forefront, right? The truth is hard to swallow. The truth about yourself is difficult when it's not something that is positive, but it can only make you a better person. Um, at the end of the day, your truth is something that you have to recognize, you have to acknowledge, and you have to set your intention to either change that truth if it's not something that you want to continue to dive into, or you can make changes for your future. where you can create a new life, a new truth for yourself. This also brings me to the throat chakra, which came up here on this card. The truth is often associated with the throat chakra because that is how you speak. That is what you're saying. And the throat chakra, having a balanced throat chakra, is very much about speaking truths, okay? So definitely, it feels like you guys need to speak up for yourself. Massage your throat chakra, speak your truth, make sure you're experiencing that self expression. So we're going to fifth chakra, throat chakra, expressing my feelings. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Sometimes we forget that, that thing happened when we were so young, we didn't know any better, or we had a manipulation experience or some kind of brainwashing experience where we literally couldn't know any better. We couldn't identify it or define it at the time. And being alive past 16, love is very important to you. This could be something that many times in the past, like in your past lives, you put on the back burner. You made it so that it wasn't the most important thing, or you kind of gave up your love for something else. I encourage you guys to check out. I did videos on how you got your life path number, I believe last year. I'll try to link that. Hopefully I remember. If I don't, guys, just put it in the comments and I'll link it. Um, but anyway, forgiveness is very important. So is expressing your feelings. I know that I'm the type of person that feels a lot better, even if the person on the other end, even if they don't get it, even if they're never going to get it, even if they don't care. Me saying how I feel is always going to be more important than that person on the other end receiving it. And so you guys need to make sure you are expressing yourselves appropriately. So now we're getting into the lessons that you were supposed to learn over this first quarter. All right, so we got coming apart 46. So the number 46 is coming to a 10, plus we have the 4 and the 6. 4 is about boundaries, foundation. 6 is about love, family, social life. So just based off the numbers in general, what I'm seeing is that you guys need to make sure you're building boundaries. Make sure you have the appropriate boundaries for your life. Okay, if you are in a relationship, at the end of the day, a relationship is between two people, right? And so you can be in a three-way relationship, but even in that relationship, for you as a whole, like you as a family or you as a business, or you have one-on-one relationships with everybody involved. So make sure that the boundaries that you put up are appropriate. All right, so Spirit did want me to read this. 46, coming apart. Now is the time to take separate paths. The coming apart card is a sign to put an end to what is no longer working for you. Has a commitment been broken? Perhaps you need to break a promise or change course because you took on more than you could handle. This is a perfect time to reassess your goals and values. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe? Have you created a partnership that is not mutually beneficial? Separation, disillusion, and dispersion are all in focus now. If someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of sense of fear. The price you'll pay will not be worth the prize. Separation brings good fortune. I feel like we were speaking on this with the boundaries, and kind of realizing things about people that you love This is saying in no uncertain terms that you need to separate yourself from them, from their energy. I mean, it says it. And if you don't, it says it. I'm just reading the cards. I'm not even giving advice right now. Spirit is saying you need to get the fuck up and walk the fuck away. If it is not working, you need to move on. Right? For some of you guys, this could be some kind of relationship. Like, I feel relationship heavy. It's a 4, it's a 6. We are talking about love, we are talking about family. I really do think that this isn't something that you are going to be able to fix in this lifetime. And it's not necessarily something that you're supposed to. We are connected to many people. And as much as we say we don't choose our family, we do. So when you feel like it's time to separate your bloodline from these people, because we don't choose our family, but I promise you, if you don't want to keep, even, this is what I say, even if you don't believe that you're going to come back for another life, like you only get one life, you only live once, right? And then you're out of here. If there is even a 1% chance that if you come back, you'll be born into the same family, around the same people, would you choose to sit in this circumstance? Or would you choose to change it so that your life could be a little bit better next time around? Just something to think about. I don't want to tell you what to believe. I want you to do what you need to do for yourself. So some clarifications we have here. King of Wands, 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords coming up upright. King of Wands is a Leo. I like the King of Wands. Very let's go, let's get it done. The King of Wands, like, it takes no prisoners, okay? Like, he be on his way. If it got to get done, he's going to get done. So this is the energy. So with this energy standing next to the 3 of Swords, there is somebody that you're associated with that will do whatever they need to do to get whatever they have to do done. 3 of Swords is a card of betrayal. This person is somebody that would betray you. And like, we are literally talking about a person here. Very much fire energy, very much let's go, let's get it done. This is not, it doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. But I'm getting like family affair. It's so weird, but do y'all see how these letters are sitting? Like the MI there and the AR. Is that an M? It sure is. But it was giving family affair. It says coming apart, but like how it was right here. Was it this? Yeah, it was like right here. It's a family affair. Be careful. Be careful. Some of you guys aren't going to want to walk away. You're going to want to stay. And it is going to cause some kind of regret. So if you're not having an issue with your family right now, which good for you, it could be with somebody else that you care about. Like, this is somebody that you do care about. This isn't like some random person on the street or some random coworker you don't give a fuck about. You care about this person. And the moves they're making are not okay. And there's a lot that you have seen over this first quarter of the year, and you just need to do something about it. You can't just sit around and think that, oh yeah, it's going to correct itself. You're going to get good karma if you keep dealing with them. You are not. I'll bring this back. The truth is hard to swallow. And we always want the truth to be good, but it's just not always good. It's just not. Sometimes the truth is harsh and it's painful. All right, so we got one more important lesson. Unexpected visitor, right? So let me just say this too, before we get into this. We'll just shoot that again. So with the 46, I always tell you guys about the number 10. And how is this number where you're kind of in limbo? Is the end of one cycle, the beginning of another cycle. So you're in this place where you get to decide. You are deciding. Do you want to stay in this cycle? Do you want to continue these ancestral patterns? Or do you want to break away from it and do something else? Okay. So, another lesson, we have unexpected visitor, the number 41, coming to a 5, exactly half of this 10. Unexpected visitor. So, the 4 and the 1, boundaries, again, 1, self. So, I'm not getting that you are manipulating boundaries, but I do feel that you were required to set new boundaries because there were some changes, and it couldn't have really even been changes. It's just something that you just noticed. Again, the truth is hard to swallow. This is something that's been going on for a while, but again, it is something that you just noticed, right? The number 5 is all about change, signifying change, doing something different. It's half of 10. I feel like there's some kind of significance there with the lesson. I'm not quite sure yet what that is, but I know the 2, right? Because 10 divided by 5 is 2. So it could be some kind of connection to spirit. Could be some kind of spiritual connection that you are going through right now to pull you further away from this unexpected visitor. So let's see. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead will be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signal that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Right? I feel like the 2 is definitely spirit pushing you toward this expect the unexpected. I'm getting the vibe that there was something that you didn't think would work out. There was some kind of surprise occurrence where things were just taken care of. That's the energy that this is. And that's the energy that Spirit wants you to have. One of the lessons is that Spirit will come through sometimes and take care of things. Even when you don't think it's possible, they're going to be there for you. All right, so we got another 5 here. So we coming out with the 5s. 5 of Swords in reverse. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles. This one is coming upright. You were in a defeated state. I mean, that's what the 5 of Swords is. It feels like you were in a defeated state. And there was some energy of having to build yourself back up. And I feel like you did a pretty good job on that. I think that you should continue to stay focused and rely on your goals. Don't let any of the goals that you had previously go. Stay on those, but just be careful of the people that you keep in your life because some of them can be shady. Final message from a Life Path 16. Final message, Karmic Life Path 16, Life Path 7. Look at that, y'all. 4 of this stability. All right, so I'm going to pick 4 cards because I feel like that's an important number. And then we have the 4 times 4 is 16. Double 4 is 8. I think the 16 is 2 4s. Okay, yeah. The 4 squared is 7, right? All right. Queen of this, nurture. Wait. 2 4s is 8. 4 4s is 7. There's some energy here about taking a step back. Some of you guys may feel like you are super engaged in some kind of karmic battle right now. And Spirit says, stop looking at everything else and just look at yourself. Like right now, the focus needs to be on you. All right. So let's get it. Let's get it popping, y'all. What we got here? Ooh, perspective. We have 2 major arcanas over here. Queen of Discs, also known as Queen of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. Perspective. This is the Hangman. Which is another number 12, which we saw with the 5 and the 7 right here. Okay. And then we have beginnings, 0, which is the Fool. So your advice moving forward. There are some things that you have previously nurtured that you're going to have to move on from. I'm sorry, the cards are just so clear to me right here. So there are some things that you did nurture. The Queen of Discs, the Queen of Pentacles, very much nurturer, very much mother, okay? Capricorn energy. The 6 of Swords is about moving over troubled waters, but this could be like emotional turmoil and things like that. And then we have the Hangman, which is showing perspective here. The Hangman kind of sits in limbo, like I was talking about that 10 earlier, trying to gain perspective, trying to see what was going on. And I feel like this is the message I was just giving you guys with the 8 and the 7. Because sometimes we can get up in that life of looking at karma. What do I deserve? What don't I deserve? What do other people deserve? And you have to stop looking at it like that. It's about you, who you are. What do you want? What are your intentions? Set those intentions and take a chance on your life. And I hope that this quarter has shown you it doesn't matter how perfect you try to be, this or that, whatever. You're still going to have to fight for the things that you love. You're still going to have to set your intention correctly. So this is the only 7 that came out on the board. I'm just going to double check, but it is the only 7. Look at this, 2 decisions. So this is your energy. Okay, it's the only 7 here, so it has to be you because you're a life path 7. So we have 7 of Pentacles, which is definitely an energy of assessing and reassessing self. Not only you yourself, but the energy that you're putting out. Whether that's a project, in this case, it is the love. You cannot put out more love than you have for yourself. Because at that point it's something else, right? Karmic Life Path 16s are big people pleasers. You guys need to be careful with that because it can go from being a people pleaser to being a manipulator. Neither one of those are good things. Neither one are good. Like, you have to find that balance, okay? So assess, reassess. You are enough. You are enough, okay? So that's all I have. I'm pretty sure this video is long enough. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Make sure you leave your experiences below. And if you have not heard it today, I love you. I'll see you guys next time.